Hey there, this is Holly's Rocking Recipes, and I'm Holly, and thanks for checking me out. So today I'm going to be making my crispy baked onion rings. Yes, you can bake onion rings in the oven and make them just as crispy and just as delicious as the fried version without all the mess of the oil all over the place and without the extra fat. So I'm going to show you how I put it together. So the first thing I have here, obviously I have an onion that I cut up into the rings. I used a Vidalia onion. You can use whatever kind of onion you like. And I went ahead and soaked them for a little bit just in some buttermilk. Now, if you don't want to buy a whole carton of buttermilk for this, you can just use regular milk and put in a shot of white vinegar. And it'll do the same thing, just makes it a little bit tart. So I've soaked them in there. And then I have over here just 3 egg whites that I've beaten up really well until they're frothy. And I think that just kind of helps for it to stick to the onion rings if it's frothy. And then here I have cornmeal, just plain cornmeal. Of course, I'm going to season it up, but that is what makes the onion rings so crispy when you bake them in the oven. So I'm going to go ahead and season up the cornmeal right now. I have a seasoning packet of Italian dressing mix. So it's just like you make the Italian salad dressing, but powder form. And I'm just going to put this packet in here. Probably not the whole packet. I have about 2 cups of cornmeal, so I'm going to put in probably half of the packet because it does have a strong flavor. And the great thing about the cornmeal is you can flavor it up any way you want. You can put in a ranch dressing packet, you could put in a taco seasoning mix, however you want to flavor up your onion rings. And I'm also going to hit this with a little bit of salt as well, because when the onion rings come out of the oven, obviously they're not wet because they haven't been fried, so the salt doesn't stick very well. So I'm just going to make sure this is salted up. Get that all incorporated in there. And then I will start getting them on the tray. So I have the oven preheated to 425 degrees, and these are going to bake for about 20 minutes, and they're going to get nice and golden brown. So I put it in the egg white, then I put it in the cornmeal that's all seasoned up, flavor that up. And this does work well. It really sticks and it's a great flavor. And this is so good too if you're having a party or a cookout and you're doing burgers and you want to have onion rings. You're not stuck in the kitchen making batches and batches of onion rings. You can do this a little bit ahead of time and just make sheet trays of these and then pop them in the oven. And it makes life a lot easier. I'll just do a couple more. And you see how that goes. So just from the buttermilk to the egg white, and then onto the cornmeal. And you're not getting all that fat in your diet either from the fried onion rings. So that's it. That's all you have to do. It's that simple and that few of ingredients. And I pop this in the oven, like I said, for about 20 minutes on 425. And they come out nice and golden brown. And I have some here, and I'm just going to show you how they look. And they are super crunchy. So I'm going to take a taste of one of these. And they're so good because the cornmeal is a little bit sweet, the onions are a little bit sweet, and then the seasoning mix that you put in there is a little bit salty. So you get a little bit of both. You hear that crunch? Crispy, baked onion rings. You have to try these for your next barbecue.